Good morning, Seahawks. Kenny to Seriere here, and today we're going to talk about baking cupcakes.
And sadly, because this is for a grade, we also have to throw a little chemistry in there.
So welcome to Cooking with Chem Squad.
To start, let's talk about what goes into these little cups of goodness.
Cupcakes usually include flour, sugar, salt, and baking soda.
Baking soda, I got baking soda. Baking soda, I got baking soda.
But usually baking powder is used because it neutralizes...
We'll do that later. Anyways, there's also eggs, water, and oil. But we're just using boxed mix for the dry ingredients to make it easier.
But what happens if you're poor and don't have enough of an ingredient?
Or you use up all your eggs egging Mrs. B's car.
That's where the chemistry comes in. We can use the mold train to figure out how to change the recipe to account for the ingredient that we don't have enough of. Think of the cupcake recipe like a chemical formula. 1 box of mix plus 1 cup of water plus 1/2 a cup of oil yields 24 cupcakes.
But what if you use 10 out of 12 of your eggs to egg your teacher?
Or you ate half of the mix raw.
Just use dimensional analysis and the mold train. If you start with the number of eggs you have and multiply it by the ratio of eggs to cupcakes in our formula, you get the number of cupcakes you can make with only 2 eggs. And you can do the same with only half the mix.
With 2 eggs, you can only make 16 cupcakes.
So don't egg your teachers, kids.
So now let's get back to the ingredients, starting with baking soda.
Baking soda, I got baking soda.
So when the baking soda breaks down, it forms carbon dioxide, which makes it very fluffy.
It also forms a substance a lot like Lauren.
So in other words, it's very basic.
To neutralize this base, baking powder is used.
Which is basically like baking soda on acid.
Well, it has an acid in it, and that acid neutralizes the base that's formed.
As for the other ingredients, flour gives the cupcakes their structure, salt gives them their taste, oil and eggs hold the batter together, and sugar...
Sugar is where it gets complicated.
Sugar helps make our cupcakes brown, like Kenny and me.
This happens through what are called the Maillard reactions.
Basically, an unsaturated sugar turns into a saturated one.
All with the help of amino acids.
The amino acids are the catalysts of the reactions.
And our cupcakes come out nice and brown.
Like us.
Now, all we have to do is frost and eat them.
Delicious.
Shout out to chemistry for happening all by itself so we don't have to take the time to do the formulas every time we want to eat a cupcake.
And shout out to Lauren for talking about all the complicated stuff.
Thanks for watching Cooking with Chem Squad, even though you didn't have a choice.